There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. In a small Nigerian village, a young woman named Nneoma married into a family with a mother-in-law, Mama Uche, and a sister-in-law, Chika, who hated her from the onset. Despite Nneoma's kindness and gentle nature, they treated her with disdain. Mama Uche, a woman in her late 50s, had always wanted her son to marry a woman from their village, someone she could control and manipulate. But her son, Obinna, had fallen in love with Nneoma, a beautiful and intelligent woman from a neighboring town. Chika, Obinna's younger sister, was equally resentful of Nneoma. She had always felt like she was living in the shadow of her brother, and Nneoma's arrival only made her feel more inadequate. As time went on, Mama Uche and Chika's hatred for Nneoma only grew stronger. They began to conspire against her, poisoning her food and making her life miserable. Nneoma fell gravely ill, battling a mysterious ailment for years. Despite her illness, Nneoma continued to care for her two little children, Kaioma and Chukwuebuka. She prayed fervently for healing, but her condition only worsened. Her children cried out to God for their mother's healing, and their prayers were heard. As Nneoma suffered, Mama Uche and Chika brought another woman, Amaka, into the family. Amaka was rude and arrogant, treating the entire family with disrespect. Despite their efforts, Amaka failed to conceive, unlike Nneoma, who had given birth to two beautiful children. Years passed, and Nneoma's condition worsened. Her mother, out of love and concern, took Nneoma to live with her, providing care and comfort. The family, realizing their mistake, began to seek forgiveness. One day, Mama Uche and Chika confessed their wrongdoing to Nneoma's husband, Obinna, pleading for forgiveness. They begged him to bring Nneoma back home, acknowledging that they had wronged her. Obinna, filled with remorse, went to his mother's house and brought Nneoma back home. The family welcomed her with open arms, and Nneoma's health began to improve. She eventually regained her strength, and was reunited with her children. As Nneoma looked back on her journey, she realized that God had heard the cries of her children, and had been with her throughout the darkest moments. She saw that even in the midst of suffering, there was always hope, the light at the end of the tunnel. The family learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of jealousy, hatred, and deceit. They realized that love, forgiveness, and kindness were the keys to true happiness and peace. As they sat together as a family, Nneoma's children, Kaioma and Chukwuebuka, rejoiced to have their mother back. They knew that they had been through a difficult time, but they also knew that their mother's love and strength had carried them through. And so, the family began a new chapter in their lives, one filled with love, forgiveness, and hope. They knew that they would face challenges in the future, but they also knew that they would face them together, as a family.